Next up, please welcome to the stage, Saucier!
And on that night, there shall be two men in one bed, and one shall be taken, and the other left. Luke 17:34. Two men in one bed. That's fucking gay. You know, and I love Luke for that. I love John and Mark and Peter too. And even Samson with his big muscles and his cute little crew cut. I love Jonathan and David and Judas with his kiss. And all those no-named eunuchs with their bracelets and their eyeliner. Pink puffy wigs. But I was obsessed with Job. Job was beautiful and righteous and good. I was obsessed with Job. We were lovers once, he and I. We would have sex in seedy bathhouses downtown and catch $2 matinees at the now torn down Silent Theater in West Hollywood. We were 18 and 19, 20, 21 children, really. We would shove dirty needles in our arms and collect used condoms at adult bookstores. He was dirty and raunchy. Perfect. With his blonde curly hair and his eyes as blue as a Midwestern sky, and skin like the inside of a hazelnut shell. He was pockmarked with glassy eyes, and he had these bloody abscesses on the inside of his thigh. And on Sunday mornings, we'd find a church to feed us, somewhere to nurture our spirits and heal our broken souls. And I would tell him, you know, your God might not even be real. And we really shouldn't be here. You know, because I was just there for the bread and the free wine. But Job, he believed. He really believed. And I was obsessed with Job. I think he just tolerated me. He would tell me that God was testing him, that he would pull me aside and he was covered in cum and fever, and he would tell me that the trees and the birds were watching to see how quickly he would sin, to see how often he would spit the Lord's name into shit, and he never did. He never would. And I know because I was there. I was there, naked, beside him, in a bug-infested bed, with his cock in my mouth like a prayer, begging him to damn God's name. But Job, he was one of God's favorites. He even had a tattoo that said so. You know, right above his back, in between his shoulder blades, blanketed in a beautiful hedge of golden Gerber daisies and purple roses, with green spindling vines that read, blessed and highly favored. But still, at 3 o'clock in the morning, he would mix water, crystal, and glass, and wait for the syringe to turn the water into blood, and then plunge it into his veins so that he and God were one. But the devil had him by then. He would turn on all the lights in the house, wearing just a jockstrap and those high white striped socks and a backward baseball cap the way they wear in pornos. And I would kiss him on the mouth and say, baby, calm down. There's no one here. And he would tell me that I was a sinner and a liar and that there was no God but God. my shit and go. Because he was right, even if he was wrong. I mean, abominations have no reason to lie, and, you know, we were dying anyway. I was obsessed with Joe. We were lovers, he and I. He was so beautiful, with his eyes as green as a winter pine, and his hair like tight tangles of midnight, and his skin as pale as the inside of a lemon peeled, and those abscesses on the inside of his thigh. He told me once that God would save us. He said that this was just a game, and that it only looked like God hates fags. It only looks like we are destined for hell if we wait long enough. Everyone will see. The truth will come out. I am righteous and good. But I didn't believe. So he would kiss me on the mouth and pray me good night. And the next night, yea, on that night, he was taken. And I was left. I told the medics where the drugs were. I put the keys on the dresser with the black-bound Bible that we ordered off of Amazon. The next day, I found myself at a church near Hollywood and Vine, and I really don't know why. I mean, I was just there for the bread and the free wine.